Hi, this is Mikaela with the Calvert Library, and I'm here today to teach you about our CPens. CPens are portable scanning pens that allow you to turn just about any print material into an audio format. When you check out a CPen from the Calvert Library, you'll get this case that has everything you need to get up and running. The first thing is the Quick Start Guide, which gives you instructions for how to use your CPen. You'll also notice on the first page of the guide there's a website and a QR code where you can get additional instructions. Your USB cable is included, and you can use this for transmitting data and for charging the battery of your CPen. And then you have your CPen, which you can see is not much larger than an actual pen. It comes with its own carrying case, and inside contains the entire CPen. It's easy to fit in a pocket or a backpack or purse on the go. Powering your CPen on is easy. You just hold down the power button until the screen comes on. And I'm going to plug this one into the USB charger because the battery is low. You can use your CPen when it's fully charged or plugged into the USB. Once your CPen powers up, you're going to see this screen. This is where you can choose the functions that you want to use on your CPen. The text reader helps you read straight from menus, books, other print materials. The dictionary can help define specific words that you're reading. You can scan to a file, meaning that you can scan any information you want to be able to look at later. It will save it in the CPen. You can also connect it using the USB cable to your computer or other device and transfer it so you'll be able to save it on your personal device. And you can also do voice recordings. Let's take a look at the text feature. When you want to select a text to read, the first thing you need to know is that you use these arrow keys to move up and down through the menus. If you want to select an item, you hit the center button. That's the OK button. To go back, you can hit the power button just briefly, and that will take you back to the previous screen. And then if you want to see a menu, you hit the menu button. So we're going to choose text reader. There's a number of options for each of these settings. Just to get started, here are some basics. I hit the menu, and then you can choose the language. For scanning and reading, you can do English, French, or Spanish. We're going to choose English because this is a book that's written in English. The CPen is good with reading many, but not every font. As you can see, this is a fairly standard font, but it does have some differences in the typeface. In order to read, what you're going to do is place the CPen down with gentle pressure until you see the light come on, and then you're going to trace slowly over the words that you want to hear read aloud.
This story was going to begin like all the best stories.
So as you see, it reads exactly what was highlighted. You can play with the settings, and the directions are in the Quick Start Guide to read a sentence at a time or to wait to read an entire paragraph. You can also use the key to go back a word to hear how that word may be pronounced.
Best stories.
Another feature with the CPen is the dictionary. You use the arrow to go down to the dictionary and press the OK button in the middle. Then you go ahead and highlight a word.
Begin.
So it's taking the word, and it will give us now the definitions, possible endings.
Begin. Bien. V begins. Beginning. Gan. Gun. One. To start or cause to start. Something or to do something. 2. To bring or come into being for the first time. Arise or originate. 3. To start to say or speak. 4. Used with a negative. To have the least capacity. To do something. He couldn't begin to compete with her 5. To begin with in the first place. Etymology. Old English beginnen. Related to Old High German begin.
You can pause it when you feel like you've heard enough and you understand what the word means. You can also use the arrow keys to go back up to the beginning or to any particular word if you need to hear it or see it again. If you want to scan to a file, again, we went back to our main menu by using this back button. And you use the arrow keys to move you down to scan file and the OK button to say you want to scan. You're going to start with a new file, hit OK, and then you do the same thing as if you wanted to read. You highlight, you go across the page, it brings up the story. As you can see, I went a little bit fast, so it's having a little bit trouble finding the space in the line. So you can either delete and start again, or you can say that's good enough for me to look at later, and it will save it. If you want to add more, you can continue. If you're done, you just say that you're done. If you wanted to go down and start a new file, or open an old file, or delete the file, again, I'm just using the up and down arrows and the OK button. So I say OK, yes, I'd like to delete it. So now there are no files stored on this CPen. CPens can also be used for voice recording. Again, you'll start from the main menu, you'll use the down arrow to get to the recorder, and you'll push the OK button. Then when you want to record, you'll push the OK button again, and then press OK to record. This is a great feature to use for note-taking or to make lists like a grocery list or a homework list. So I'm going to press OK, then I'm going to make a voice recording. Testing the CPen voice recorder. You push OK to pause your recording. I could then add an additional voice recording, or I can push the back button. It saves the file. When I want to play the recording, I just use the down arrow to get to play recording, hit OK. This shows you all of the voice recordings we've saved. I'll go up to this last one, hit OK to play.
Testing the CPen voice recorder.
So you can see how easy it is to use the CPen voice recorder. As you can see, the CPen has a lot of handy features and really comes in useful for those with visual or language-based print disabilities. Please check them out from the Calvert Library, and as always, our librarians are here to help you if you have more questions.